Courtney, very good morning. We're going to talk to you at length in a minute. You were performing last night, though, in Manchester. How did it go?
Really well.
Good.
Thank you. I'm a little raspy this morning, but...
Well, because of the style of your singing isn't kind of... We saw Bob's there, which is sort of very... how would you describe it? Sort of
voicey. Mine's a little screamy.
Yeah, exactly.
Little sweary, little screamy.
Okay. We'll have the screamy, perhaps not the sweary.
No, I know. No sweary on the BBC.
That's
I know.
very good.
I know.
Right, we'll put that to the test in a moment. Courtney,
It's
thanks.
too early in the morning anyway.
Here's the last quick look.
That's a
What's happening
relief.
Where you are, I'll say.
See you in a minute.
It's happened before, though.
Hello and welcome back. She's an American rock star, but Courtney Love says she feels most at home here in the UK and is even a fan, apparently, we'll ask her in a minute, of British reality TV.
Well, after years performing with her band Hole, the singer who was married to the late Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain is now making a musical comeback of her own.
She's currently on tour with the first solo material she's released for a decade, Morning Again. Before we speak to you, Courtney, properly, we're going to have a listen to your new single. It's called You Know My Name.
A song about fame and notoriety.
Yeah,
we all know you.
actually, yes, that's quite perceptive. It's a really simple, sweary, fast, in-your-face song, but does mention reputation. It does mention. It's also, I was listening to a lot of Sympathy for the Devil and feeling quite like a bit of a rock villainess. And I wanted to do something just really boom in your face.
Do you think you have been a villainess to people?
Oh yeah. No, I am. There's this guy I like, and he took me to dinner, and he was like, why are you so controversial? Because, I mean, he's not in rock and roll, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like comic book. Rock and roll is like kind of a comic book, and I'm sort of like, in Batman, I might be like the Joker's daughter or something, in some contexts.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, them's the breaks.
That's interesting. So you're sort of, in some ways, celebrating then being the villainess. Is that a better way of taking it on, do you think?
I mean, I'm not in my daily life. But,
but in your music.
In the persona that sometimes I'm perceived as yeah.
Yeah. Well, because some artists say have the image and the performance as they are as artists.
Yeah.
But it strikes me over the years you've had that notoriety as a person and well as a performer.
Well, I have a lot of like excess celebrity, and I don't quite know where that comes from or why that's there. If it's about a film or if it's about music, I'm fine with it. But if it's about me eating a taco, I don't understand why that is relevant.
Does that crop up in the news often?
I'm in the news a lot. I don't read my own news.
Celeb magazines, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that kind of stuff, you know.
So a relief to be back to the music then, presumably.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How's it been performing?
Great. Manchester last night was great. We have Glasgow tomorrow, and we have the day off today, which is good because I can rest my voice.
Yeah, because obviously it'll take its toll a bit.
Because I'm screamy.
Yes, does it? Yeah, there are two songs really you're featuring at the moment. One we just heard. The other one's called Wedding Day.
Yeah.
Which is very honest, really, about what happened to you being dumped.
Being dumped, yeah.
So what happened there?
I was in love with this guy, and he was in love with me, and then he dumped me.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, I hadn't been dumped since I was 18, and I had been dumped once, and I was like, okay, from now on in the rest of my life, I'm always going to be the dumper, never the dumpy, and I got dumped.
How did you? Was it by text? What was it?
Yeah.
No, it was in his kitchen, and he said. He's not like famous, but he's well known in his industry. And he said, "This is a fantasy," and then he said, "You know, it's your reputation."
You see, but that's.
And so we're great friends now. He's a great friend of mine. But at the same time, I was just like, "Oh, I can't be swearing."
You bad person.
But bad person.
But your reputation's there. There's nothing you can do about it now. You have a long track record.
If he really had loved me, he would have moved past that, and you know, I mean, he's a powerful guy. He probably could have fixed it himself, but you know, with the right PR, you can fix anything, apparently, according to what I've heard about your media. But I don't know. It's also behavior, and it's taken about that was about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was dumped, but he's one of my very best friends now.
Well,
That's
nice.
that's an amazing thing to come through. To get to being the best friends after all of that.
Yeah.
You talked about the performing, very screamy. You say yourself, and it taking its toll. Have you noticed? That, and you've got a significant birthday coming up soon. Have you
50.
noticed?
Yeah, I'm going to be 50 years old.
Congratulations on that. I
Thanks.
think. But have you noticed things that that your voice doesn't hold up like it used to?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I think it would be easier to get in Britain a morphine shot than it would to get the vocal shot that I needed for my allergies.
Really?
You guys are very
Is this hay fever, or what is it you get?
Yes, but it's got a little steroid in it, so it seems like Britain, I saw 3 doctors on Harley Street before I could get a shot. But what it does is it strengthens my voice.
Right.
So it also kind of can make your face kind of fat and has a lot of side effects. So you have to be really careful and do it maybe once every 2 years.
And what's the allergy to? Being in the UK?
I just have big allergies.
Right,
And they apparently in the 1700s you guys planted these trees.
Right.
That make pollen like
Yeah.
I've never experienced
That's
in my
what
life.
happens with trees, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sort of taking it more easy though as a person? You strike me as being sort of very sedate, mature kind of person. You've come to terms with the other members of Nirvana.
She's got glasses.
Very with them.
I'm
There
gonna
you
be
go.
50.
Yeah.
I don't have time for the nonsense. I just don't.
Well, it's
Get
very-
up there, play the show. I mean, my rider, I have artisanal cheeses.
You have what?
Artisanal cheeses.
Oh, on your rider?
Yeah. This is the stuff you get
Do you?
backstage. Yes.
What kind of cheeses?
From
particularly?
Waitrose. They must be from Waitrose. I specified
Is that on the?
There are other
supermarkets are,
there
of
are other
course,
ones
Yes,
providing
well,
artisanal
the
cheeses.
promoters
People
are too
will
lazy to go out to an actual cheese store.
Oh, they need to go to cheese stores. We have fabulous cheese stores in
I
this
know
country.
you have like some better
Okay,
food
what's
here
your-
now than we have in the States.
What's your favourite kind of cheese? What do you like most?
Well, I consume a lot of cheese. Camembert Brie. I mean,
Really?
I
Do
let
you
them
eat cheese
pick a
before you
wild
go on
card.
stage?
No, I eat it after.
Afterwards.
I'm
yeah.
a pig for cheese. I love cheese.
And I understand you've talked to your the Nirvana, the rest of the band, and how is there kind of like are you getting on better? How's that?
Yeah, I mean, we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was great because there's another band, this band Kiss, that had been around, and they'd been ready to be in 38 years. They've been around, and they were still fighting.
Yeah.
And it was just like, 20 years of slagging each other off. Let's just bury the hatchet.
That
All
is
is
nice
peace in
to
the world of
hear.
All
life.
is peaceful in the world of Nirvana land. Yes.
That is lovely. It's lovely to meet you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Courtney's new
Thanks for
single,
having
You Know My Name, is out now. You do know her name too.
We do. Thank you so much. That's all from us this morning. I'll be back with Charlie tomorrow.
He met Kathleen Turner.
He did indeed.
Oh, look forward to that.
See you tomorrow at 6. See you soon.
Bye-bye.